Bob Saget, the actor-comedian. He's on tour. He's staying with us here for a little while.
I'm staying over.
Fuller House.
It wouldn't go away. The show would not. 30 years later, John Stamos really wanted to make this show again. I just think he wanted to see me in pajamas.
But Stamos hasn't changed. He looks the same.
No, he really looks good. He's been injecting himself with his own blood and blood of baby hamsters.
But is it okay? Like, we look at athletes. We have a problem if athletes use performance-enhancing drugs. But we would have no problem with actors.
Well, he does not do that.
No, but I'm saying anybody, like in Hollywood, if let's say you were playing.
Well, you assume half of them are doing something.
Yeah, but it's okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, I take Lipitor.
Do you admit it?
I take baby aspirin, which is bad because there's a lot of babies with headaches, and I'm robbing it. I shouldn't take it. You don't take aspirin from a baby.
There's a shortened ability to be able to get this aspirin to these babies because of you.
I'm the reason.
Yeah, there's a drought. Bob is here. He's also got a book on the bestseller list, New York Times.
Yes, Dirty Daddy, and the Fuller House show is going to get made. I'm doing 3 of them this season, and I'm on tour to do a new special. That's why I'm doing a lot of stand-up right now, because I want to do another hour special to prove that I am a mature, caring person. And it has a lot of comedy music in it and things that would soothe a woman to sleep. And
you have a movie coming out.
There's a thing I'm going to direct and act in September is the planned start date called Jake. And so it's just all the pieces are getting put together. You got to wait till that money's in the bank.
That's true.
Do you have the money? Do you have the stuff? Do you have the money? Independent films are hard to make.
When you did Entourage, when I saw your character, I wondered if that's your character because it didn't feel like it was a character. It felt like it was you.
Well, yeah.
Is that a compliment to you?
It is, actually, because Full House, people they go, oh, my God, why is Danny Tanner cursing on this HBO special? But I'm a combo platter. I'm actually working on developing something right now and writing something right now, which is a combo of 4 dimensions of a person rather than just, he's a dastardly guy on Entourage and always a womanizer. I had a girlfriend once, and had to put her down. And but she, I said, I'm not like my Entourage character. She said, look at yourself. And I was unshaven. I was in the jacuzzi. I came out, put on a black robe. I'm walking around with a beautiful woman in a bikini, a different woman. That's why we broke up. But no, I'm not. That's a lascivious guy that says foul things. I actually do not talk in my life too foul. I just don't. I save it for the stage where it's safe.
But do you like being raw?
I like being real. I like being. I guess raw means I say whatever I want to say, but I care about entertaining the people more than I do in offending them. My newer stuff. I mean, I'm 60. I don't want to. And I got 3 daughters that are 29, 26, and 23. Which is also my locker combination. But so if you want to see my jockstrap, you can get in. But I don't.
What do your daughters say? Like,
I don't let them speak. No,
was there ever a point where they went, "You're embarrassing us, Dad"?
Yes, I did an HBO special where I talked about my middle daughter. I said I called her the center child, not the middle, because the world revolves around her. And I'm going to mention what I said that upset her, which serves no purpose. Was at the time she kind of talked like this. Oh my God, I can't believe it, Daddy. Typical kind of LA speak. And all she talked about was her cell phone. That's all 16-year-olds talk about is, oh my God, Verizon. I love Verizon. Text. And then I said that she had a thong, but it was so small that I was doing laundry and I didn't know what it was. It looked more like an eye patch. And you could floss with it, all kinds of terrible things. And she was like, Dad, I got so much crap for that for like a long time, for like a year at school. And she was only 16 at the time, so I really feel bad about that. That I don't do anything hurtful about anybody. Now I'm kind of talking more about relationships, and I lost my mom a couple years ago, and I have an amazing piece about what she was like and her as she left. That's like I have an amazing piece. That's nice to say. It's in my house. But
can you make fun of anything?
I don't like to do religion and politics because there's so many people that do it so proficiently. I try to keep everything below my belt where it's safe. We are in such a world where people are hurting so bad, and they're in a lot of pain. And if you turn on the news, I mean, this is an entertainment show for all intents and purposes. And
I hope.
It is. Yeah. It is. And that's what I came here to tell you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Bob.
I'm like Clarence, and It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. You're staying a little too long,
Dad,
then. If that's all you were going to do, Bob, you've stayed a little too long.
Okay, I've been told that many times, but I have staying power. I've been told.
You go Clarence, and I'll go Jimmy Stewart.
Okay.
Okay.
So Dan, if the world didn't have you, these men wouldn't be sitting here worshiping you.
Mary, is that you? Mary. That's the only thing.
Comedian just got his wings just now.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't try to tackle anything that. And I respect so much people that are prophetic in what they do. There's so many comedians that I look up to and I love and actually make. I mean, Louis and Chris Rock and Chappelle and Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr. He's a good friend.
We've had Bill Burr on a couple times.
Oh, he's just fantastic.
Yes.
And I love all comedians. I mean, pretty much except for the ones that are really kind of,
But when you hang out,
can you say douchey on here? Like fiduciary duty?
Yes, you can say
I took one this morning.
Yeah. So when you hang around, when comedians hang around.
Yeah. They're not joking too much.
But I would think there has to be a little competition.
I don't hang with people that are like that. Like Bill and I hang out and we'll smoke cigars and he'll say I came up with this bit and he'll talk about the bit. And then we kind of talk more about what's going on in the world and life and relationships and death and birth and
wow, that sounds like
the opening to Ben Casey. No, not one person watching knows what that is. Do you remember? We're the same age, so it's. Yeah. I believe the beginning of Ben Casey, which was the doctor show.
The emergency room.
Life, death, infinity.
And beyond.
I was going to tell you a story about my birthday and how I celebrated it.
You just turned 60.
I just turned 60, and I was 17th, and I went to a Dodger game with the great George Shapiro. George Shapiro is a manager. He's one of the producers of Seinfeld. He's still Jerry's manager, and he was Andy Kaufman's manager. Just a wonderful, sweet, great man. And he asked me out of nowhere, do you want to go? I said, that's my birthday. I'd love to. And his was yesterday. And he's, I believe, 85. And so, and he's a not the tallest man in the world. And people were like, Bob, can we have your picture? And what he did was he pretended he couldn't walk. He started to limp over like I needed to help him. Like, Pop, I'm sorry, I'm with my dad. Hi, everybody. And he hobbled all the way.
So you wouldn't have to take pictures
into the parking lot, just because otherwise, once you stop,
you do.
And you don't want to say no to kids. Some little kid comes over and goes, "Would you sign my ball?" And I got all excited. And then this guy, the police there were like, "You have to sit down," because the guy's hitting. So poor kid. Everybody thought I was just some evil.
How do you stay in character where he's acting like he's your dad?
I was laughing the whole time.
Oh, you were.
It was so funny. I was laughing at my crippled father walking up the step. But my dad's been gone for 10 years. If I'd have brought my real dad, no one would have come near me because he's been gone for 10 years.
Yeah, that would have been awkward.
Horrible. Yeah. It's stinky. But nobody would have hurt the Dodger dog business.
You can see Bob Saget, bobsaget.com for full tour dates. Fuller House. Now, the Olsen twins wanted no part of this?
Well, no. Well, they have such a big business that they're running, and they're not acting. But they're still invited to come and do it anytime and play. I'm actually going to go to New York this weekend, and I'm not this weekend. I'm in Irvine at the Improv. That was a plug. That was like a subtle,
that very sneaky,
really, really subtle. But next week I will hopefully see them in New York. I did a play in New York over November, December, January called Hand to God.
It's another
and
plug.
Both Mary Kate and Ashley came to see it. We're very dear friends. I love them a lot, and they're friends with my daughters. It's quite unusual that a cast stays real friends. I'm friends with in fact, Stamos is throwing a birthday party for me in June coming up, so that'll be pretty exciting. This birthday's not going to end.
Yeah, so a month later, he's going to throw you a party.
I can handle it.
But Stamos has a really busy social life, so he's got to work you in.
He just, please don't say it like that. That sounds wrong. No, but he's a month later for him. He wants to make sure I'm not pregnant. And then we're waiting 1 month.
And it's not his.
Right.
Who had a better run, Stamos or Derek Jeter?
I don't know. Derek
you
Jeter's,
got serious here.
Yeah, because Derek Jeter's Derek Jeter.
Yeah, but Stamos is Stamos.
Stamos is never going anywhere. Stamos is an icon, and he's never going to be. An athlete has its window.
I'm talking about with the women.
Oh, with the women. Oh, I can't talk about that. Stamos. Maybe Derek. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I haven't counted.
There's no loser
I
here.
haven't counted the notches.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the abacus over the headboard.
Yeah. You're going to be in Connecticut in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Ridgefield, Connecticut at some place.
That's not
at
too
the
far
wonderful
from
Ridgefield Playhouse.
Yeah, it's not too far from us.
Can I come over to your house? Would you come to the show? Are you going to be there? Oh.
Like
Wow.
you don't ask a
Do we
question.
go to CVS?
Don't ask a question.
Come on, we're 60. We should get some stuff together.
I would like, yeah.
I know the right product.
In the
now.
AARP, we got their card.
Yeah, I actually was. I was on the cover of it like 2
You
years ago.
were?
My publicist called me and said, "I got you the cover
Magazine
of
cover.
ARP. It's great. Got any mortuary docs I can be on? Got a pamphlet for the dead?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to. That's very nice that you would invite
I would
me.
love to. I'll have my guy call your guy. Yeah, I assume you have a guy. I saw someone chained to a wall back there.
No, my guy's right over there. Paulie's my guy.
Yeah, so Michael, we'll set it all up here on TV. I came here because I was having a problem with my DirecTV bill, and I just stopped by and didn't realize I could wander in here and just be on the show.
Yeah.
I could quiet a room like nobody's business. That's something you're always looking for is dead air.
Yep. Yep.
Bob, thanks for that dead air.
Yep. Bob, thanks for stopping by.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
I've never been blown off with so much amusement. Boy, I got caught up. I almost had a triple slip just now.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
yes,
I apologize.
You did.
Blown off by
were
you is
thinking
what I
of
meant.
Stamos.
God, I want to see you in Ridgefield.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
I want to hold you.
Fuller House. He's got a movie, Jake. He's got a book that's on the bestseller list. It's called Dirty Daddy. He does it all, and then some.
And I will.
In the jacuzzi.
In the jacuzzi. Well, you know what's bad about that? If you're in there too long, it's like a dim sum warmer. It doesn't, you can't have babies if you stay in there too long. That's one step too
That's
far.
it. See, we could have stopped right there.
Please say thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.